What's up, team? How are we doing? Hope we're all doing well. Hope you enjoyed your summer. I hope everything is going smoothly with the transition back into uni mode. We are pretty much looking at September now, and we want to start thinking about the off season. How do we get our bodies into a state where we can move well, move effectively, and with quality, and of course, whilst preventing injury. You know, I'm all about that, guys, making sure that we can keep playing football and do it well, but also look after our bodies and make sure we recover well from practices and from games. To do that, the body needs to be ready. So the next 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to show you a couple of exercises that you can do half an hour every day or as often as you need to. This is outside of any gym work that you might be doing. In my personal opinion, the gym is not important. I need you to be able to move well and move with quality and be able to look after your body between practices and also between games. So this is kind of like preparing the body to come back to work, if you want to call it that. If you've been doing some work during summer, if you've been playing some adult ball, wherever you've been playing and doing your thing, that's great. If you haven't, now's a great chance to get ahead of the game. We've got 4 weeks pretty much until our first practice, so let's get into it. Very simple, very easy. A couple of stretches, exercises for us to get ready. Now, all you'll need is a TheraBand. If you don't have a TheraBand, grab yourself 2 tea towels, tie them together, grab yourself a towel. Really easy. I'm going to take you through a couple of stretches and just watch what I do, and I'll discuss the reps and the sets as we go through the course of the video. So, first one. Really simple. You're gonna lie prone, get the TheraBand, get the towel around the foot, and you're just gonna give yourself some tension. Little hamstring stretch. Okay, create tension and then just bring the hamstring to the ground. Okay, 10 reps there. You can bring it to the side, bring it out to the side. 10 reps there, and then you're going to cycle. You're going to bring the knee up at 90 degrees. You guys can see that 90-degree angle. You're going to push the knee to a full lock at the bottom. Bearing in mind as well that when we're pushing that down, we want that foot to be dorsiflex. So we want that toe pointing to that shin. That's the most optimal running angle for you to produce force, come back through the floor. We don't want the toe pointing down, we want the toe up to the shin. So every time we do that, up and back. Do that on both legs. So hamstring raise, up and down to the side, and then we've got the knee bent at the degree angle, pushing down and away. Okay, 10 reps each leg. The next stretch you're going to do is you're going to need some form of sofa, a bed, or a step, anything that you can basically lean on and get the stretch through the lower body. I'm going to use the puff for this. Okay, so easy stretch. Foot on, come back, and you're going to sit in and sit on top of that glute. What that's going to do, that's going to really stretch out the hip, stretch out the glute. You're going to sit in that 20 to 30 seconds minimum, and you can sit back and then sit forward. Try and get as much of a range and a stretch as you can. How that looks from the other side. Push it out, we'll hit it. So stretch that in. You can have that knee down so you can really get your ass down to the level you're working at, or you can stretch it out and get a different kind of stretch through the glute and through the hip. Okay, again, both legs. Next stretch for the hip flexor, something quite specific. So the leg is going to go all the way back, as you can see. That's very straight. And you're just going to switch the glute on. So push the glute forward, push it through your psoas muscle, which is here, deep inside there. Push it through there. Keep this leg nice and straight. You're just going to push through the glute, through the psoas, and get as much of a stretch as you can through that area. Again, 20 to 30 seconds on each leg. How that looks from the side. Go sideways on. So the part you're actually stretching is this side here. This side is switched off. This is just your anchor. This side is your anchor point. That's your anchor point. So if we're switching legs, we're switching legs. Okay, this side is the anchor point. This side is the part that's getting the stretch. You can really get into that. Try and keep your back nice and straight. We don't want to hyperextend the back backwards. We don't want to lean backwards. We want to lean forwards. Get a really nice stretch through there. Stretch number 2. Stretch number 3 is, get the kind of like a ballet stretch, and we want to lean to the side. We want to get everything in that abductor, everything in that groin area. Get that nice and loose. Again, you can come up and then come back down, come up and then come back down. Some really nice hip displacement through that hip socket, that glute and that hip socket there, the bit that pops. We want to get that nice and loose. Yeah, on both sides, guys. All right, so that's the stretching element. And literally all this is 10-15 minutes of work and you're done. And that's literally, it's maintenance. It's as little and often as possible, all for maintenance. Now, if we think about the work that we're doing on the field, where most of us spending most of our time, linemen, offensive tackles and guards specifically, most of our time is spent in this position, okay? Getting ready to come back here, wherever that be. Defensive linemen, tackles, ends, most of our time is spent where? In that position there, locked, loaded, 2-point, 3-point, wherever it happens to be. We're split in our stance. Wide receivers, tight ends, I'll get off position. Where are we? We're here. We're low, stance, ankles up. Very often we're in that position. We're in a coiled position, ready to go. Think about what's being activated in this position. Corners, safeties, defensive backs, and linebackers. Linebackers, where are we? We're here, we're ready. Look at our positioning. Positioning, heels off the floor, ground, arms ready to read step. Same with the corners and backs. You all know this. Corners, backs, safeties. Where are we positioned? We're here, we're ready. I'm coming back. So, through every position in football, even running backs, again, we're hunched over, hands down, ready to go. Running backs, where are we set? We're here. That's our set position. Quarterbacks, where are we? We're here. That's our set position. A lot of time, there is a lot going on through this area here, through the trunk, through the core. So 3 sets of exercises that are really going to help us strengthen our core and strengthen our stability, okay? And it's not planking, okay? It is not planking. I'm not going to get you to plank. This is all position specific and goes across every area of the football field. So you need to be in a bear stance, okay? On all fours, right on all fours, okay? Really, really, really easy, okay? Birdman, okay? Supermans, whatever you want to call them. All you're going to do is reach out, okay? Arm forward, and with the opposite leg, reach back. That's all you're going to do. Keep this arm locked, keep the shoulder locked, keep everything nice and tight, reach back. And I want you to reach the elbow and the knee together to the point, and then come back out again, okay? 10 reps each side, again, from this way on, arm out, leg back. See the touch point? Touch point is here. That's the touch point, push back out, okay? Keep that line straight, much as you can. 10 reps each side. Second exercise, again, on all fours, except this time, we're on the hunches, so toes down, heels up, okay? In that position there, we're gonna reach, we're on all fours, okay? Head up. When we're in that position, nice and tight, we're going to bring one arm, shoulder taps, tap the shoulder, tap the shoulder, tap the shoulder. 20 reps. You should feel all of that. When you lift your hand off the floor to touch the shoulder, put pressure on that down hand and squeeze everything on that side to give you stability, to bring your arm up and your hand up to that point position there. Everything should be working from here to here. If you're feeling it in your quads, readjust your position. Everything should be coming from here to here, especially right deep inside that deep core area, all right? And then lastly, the last stretch is a very, very, very simple one. So we've had the Supermans or the bird dogs. We've had the shoulder tap quadrupeds. Remember, your heels are up, toes are down. And the last one is, you've all done it before. I'm presuming most of you done this before. Okay, it's going to be a really simple, dead bug. Dead bug. You do the same side, lift the knee up, tap the knee, keep the opposite leg up. Okay, remember to dorsiflex the foot as well. Always dorsiflex the foot, both feet. It's really, really strong on dorsiflex. So when the foot goes down, easy to push away. When the foot comes back up to position, really easy, it's nice and locked. Okay, that position there. Okay, 10 reps either side. Homework. If you want to do a little bit of extra homework, some isometric holds now. This is the last thing we're going to do. The 12-minute video, 15-minute video, the last thing we're going to do. So we had the stretches, the core exercises, and the very, very last thing, isometric or concentric hold. So we're going to do an isometric hold, so a stability hold, and we're going to do an eccentric and concentric single leg work. So holding the position on the way down, so slowing the descent of the body, and then bringing it back up again. And I'll show you how that looks. So the isometric, find yourself a sofa or a point where you can anchor yourself. Okay, outside leg up. You're going to sideways plank. You're going to elevate the body. Okay, elevate the body and see how long you can hold that position for. So we've got a plank here. We're suspended off the floor. Outside foot is up. Switch on that hip. Switch on the core and see how long you can hold that position for. Maximum 30 seconds. Do the same the opposite side. Really want to see how well you can hold that. The longer you can hold that, the more bumps you'll be able to take here. Switching position in the hips, changing direction, all related to agility and balance in the core, because that essentially is where the mass of our weight is. It's the middle. The middle holds everything together. Last one, the concentric eccentric. Find your bed, your stair, your little stand, whatever you're going to use. Okay, you're going to go on the single leg. Okay, you're going to go upright onto 2 feet. What you want to do, you're going to step out, and you want to slow, as slowly as you can, descend on that leg. Step back up, come down, slow, and slowly control that descent to the ground on that same foot. Okay, opposite side, step up, come down, foot back. You're going to control, or find balance if you can. Going to control to the floor. Okay, just control that descent to the floor. It is roughly about 2 to 3 seconds for that descent, and then come back up again. Really slow, really relaxed, but try as hard as you can when you're at the top to slow that descent down. So to round it off, what we've done so far, those 3 stretches for the lower body with a TheraBand or the T-towel or the hand towel. 2 or 3 core exercises, Superman, Birdman, quadruped, shoulder taps, and the dead bugs, and the last stuff, the extra homework, the isometric side plank hold, and the eccentric, concentric, single leg lowers on anything you can find. It's better to do it on the stairs, so you have balance to do to balance on, so you can reach out, hold on for balance, and it'll be nice and stable. Guys, we're going to send out another program in a week, 2 weeks, one that's more cardio focused, endurance focused, really, really simple programming. Don't need a gym to do it in, don't need a treadmill. You can do it anywhere, and we'll get that out to you within about a week, within a week's time. If you want more stuff, reach out to me and we can put a program together if you want something specific for the gym, and we can get that done for you as well. Anyway, video's gone on for too long. Again, reach out. You've got my number. If you haven't, find it in the group, message one of the other coaches. You can get to me that way. Stay safe, guys. Enjoy the rest of your time off before you come back. Any questions about the work that we've done, again, let me know.